Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to, we're going to end this week off strong or try, even though the market's not wanting to participate. Man, Asia markets got absolutely killed overnight, and our market just open and looking bad as well. So let me check the sound here on the wanting to participate on X. Let me throw a little good morning in there. Yeah, it's markets not looking good. We had a pretty good couple of days this week, obviously, with the unemployment, or excuse me, the inflation numbers earlier. We had that big pump, but kind of been slowly bleeding off right now. Yeah, the futures, absolute bloodbath in Asia. Every market really bad. I think Japan down 4%. Something like that. Yeah, all the markets got killed. Saw that. Didn't look good. On a Friday, you don't usually have a lot of volume on Friday coming into the weekend. I think maybe, just to preempt it, we'll see when we're done talking and breaking everything down. But I think we'll be lucky if we can. Survive, hold these things and not drop below that 200-week moving average around 82,000 or 62,000 rather. But yeah, right now we're open for 3 minutes in. The NASDAQ down 1.72%. The Dow down 1.9. Dow down 1%. S&P down 114. We've got crude oil 80.89. So it's up 3.33%. Obviously, with the stuff we're looking, man, my lighting's so bad in here. My green screen's been looking like crap the last couple of days. I got to get my new lighting ordered, to be honest with you. I'm going to lose that little picture in picture. Okay. Could be my computer speed too. I don't know. And also a couple other notables: SPCX, SpaceX, $1.2566. It was down like 3% yesterday, down another 4.5% today. So, like I said, pretty typical of these overhyped or very hyped, I shouldn't say. Don't know if it was overhyped, but these very hyped tech plays. Typically the first year they're 55% off. They're more than half off of their price, and then they come back many multiples, but that's just kind of the process. I don't know if that'll be the case with Elon. Elon's another animal, right? He really is. This is a massive thing what they're doing. Could be just, do multiples. But anyway, for those that are looking to get in, maybe you can consider. I would be tempted. Of course, I'm pretty much going to put I still think crypto and Bitcoin are more under I would just say more under valued. So I would probably wait till I'll probably put my money in Bitcoin, but they're starting to get attractive to me. Long term, I would definitely want to own some. Yeah, so that's it. Not looking like now we're down over 2% in the on the NASDAQ. Let's take a look over at how we're looking in Bitcoin. I think we're going to, kind of go down with them, unfortunately. So that's the way the cookie crumbles. Friday, man, got a little football going on we'll talk about. But, yeah, we've got Bitcoin 62,719, down 2.5%. So we're getting down closer to that 200-week moving average. We've got, we're about almost the lows of the last 24 hours. Had a little pop before the market, but now I think the market's dragging us down. Also, Netflix missed and guided lower and kind of panicked the market. Everyone's really trying to, and there's a lot of AI scare in there. Everyone's trying to see all this huge capex expenditure on these AI companies. Is it going to pay off soon enough to, justify these valuations? That's what I think people are looking at, to be honest with you. So that's where we're at. That's what's kind of panicking the market. Also, the war going on. Obviously, we look at oil up 3.33% this morning, right at the market opens from yesterday. That shows you that people are not too optimistic, and there is some escalation. We'll talk about it. Ethereum, a lot of hype about Ethereum. And listen, Ethereum's not going away. Ethereum is getting adoption, whatever. They've got their layer twos and stuff. We had the whole Robinhood layer two debate yesterday. It's definitely not going away. They're going to, the on-chain stuff they're working on, they've got a plan, even though it's a 3 or 4 year plan. Ethereum's good. Ethereum's one of the big dogs. Got some competitions, facing competition, but anyway, it's down 3.9%. So XRP, $1.07, basically down 3.3%. Solana, 73. Wow, big drop just here. If you look at that, look at this. And just since the market opened, we dropped 1.2%. Yeah, big drop in Solana. Wow, 3.7 for the day. No, wow, definitely good. Also, Hyperliquid here. I'll show you a news article. A big wallet associated with Andreessen Horowitz dropped $28 million, and we dropped 10%. 13% for the week. Yeah, so that's a big drop for Hyperliquid. Don't know if they're just profit taking, got some unlock, or they see some problems. Anyway, I'll probably start dipping into some more. I've got some Hyperliquid. I'll probably buy some on this dip. Artie, GMO coming at me from X today. Good. Sometimes I see Artie on, of course, a friend from X. Coming at me from YouTube or X, but good to have you. A lot of other people coming on X. A little slower today. I think people are a little burned out, a little trashed, but we've seen, wanted to show you a couple things. All this talk about Robinhood and stuff this morning. Got a couple charts pulled up here on Deck Screener. Cash Cat, which was the big hype over there, right? Look at this. Cash Cat down another 44% today, 54 million. I want to say the high, see if we can pull the daily chart up. Not that old. The high was 227 million, okay? Now I'll go back, just the hourly chart. But we see this. So people buying the dip, and now their question will come back. I mean, was this just a flash in the pan, so to speak, right? A lot of people, a lot of worrying on the timeline. Oh, all this money going over to Robinhood, and I get it, and it is going to be around with us for a while, and Robinhood's a very significant company here, but the hype seems to be very short-lived. Cash Cat, their big deal here just seems to be a little bit of fizzing out. I don't know. I do see some panic that maybe I shouldn't have bought that dip. Maybe it's not coming back now. Ansem, which I've kind of been comparing these two together. Ansem, a high of like 450, down as well, but having showing some life. Right now at 178. You see yesterday, this is looking at the hourly candles. Yesterday we spiked up to like 229. So some big insider selling there. That's what happens too, Anyway, can Ansem hold up? I don't know. It seems to be holding up to me better than Crying Cat. Now there's a hype over on base, so we'll see, man. This rotation can be fast, and these degenerate trench warriors can be very very fickle, right? So that's why I've just kind of stayed doing my stuff over on X. Of course, I'm playing with my TBB. Jason Williams did a second space last night. The dude's awesome on his spaces, and I don't know. We're playing this. I don't know why the chart never shows up for this coin. good on my deck screener. But anyway, bottom line is we've been playing this 8 million to 10.5 million range for days now, which is not horrible, but I'd love to break it out. But communities activating, encouraging people. I think people have their eye on it. Be nice to break out of this this little trench we're in, this little range we're in. But anyway, Artie, I know you're in that as well. So let's look at some of the news. Yeah, so that's kind of where we're at right now. Snapshot. I think, like I said, I think we just got to survive this weekend. Watch some football. Fear and greed index at 20 hasn't changed now for 10 days. Shows kind of where we're at. Also, we do have I noticed that down at the bottom there. Let me go back there. I noticed the football. So tomorrow, England versus Argentina for kind of the third and fourth place game, the consolation game. I believe that's at 5 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. And then, oh no, that's not showing me the. Come on. Anyway, here, I'll read it to you. I've got it written down here for my thing I did for TikTok. Yeah, France versus England tomorrow for the which a lot of people thought that would be the final. Two of the better teams for sure, but that's at 5 p.m. tomorrow Eastern. And then Sundays, for all the marbles, Spain versus Argentina, 3 p.m. Eastern time. So what we have here is our final World Cup for 4 years, so enjoy it. Hey, Scott, great show this morning. I know you had to leave early for doing IRL stuff, but good show. Thank Heine. It's Friday, of course, what the Heine community always says. Yeah, a little dip in TBB. Not horrible. What is it? 8.4. It was 8, and it was up to 9 this morning. So over at night, it was down to 8 million. And I did talk to a few friends yesterday, real life friends and people in the space, but we talked on the phone, and they are looking for a dip opportunity and haven't really seen it yet. So I think people kind of think, oh, it's going to dip lower. So if it doesn't or whatever, I told them I told them I would DM them, but I didn't want to DM them at 2 a.m. So great space, by the way, last night by Jason. The dude's magic. Had Gary Cardone on there and stuff there. It was fun. Talked a lot of sometimes he doesn't even talk all that much about the token, but that's okay because people see it and hear about it. Talked a lot about biohacking and health and things like that. Good space. Our guy Life and Glory was on there. Often he was on our space yesterday talking. Good dude. Yeah, I thought it was great. But anyway, fear and greed is what it is. JP Morgan is looking at strategies. $3 billion cash pile is a bullish sign for Bitcoin. The cash can cover around 20 months of dividends, reducing pressure to sell more of its 843,774. So, yeah, they're seeing it as that. Let's look at what STRC is doing. It's around the 87, 88 range. Of course, they want it to be STRC 84.50. Oh, it dipped with this dip down 1%. Yeah, listen, the point is what strategy really needs to do, even though they want to be buying more Bitcoin, their average price is in the mid to low 70s. They just need to wait till Bitcoin pops back and they'll be fine back stacking Bitcoin again, right? But they're not able to buy this dip. They've kind of knocked off their game plan. They're like that old game, hungry hippos, man. They just want to grab all the Bitcoin they can, but it may not be the healthiest for them or for their balance sheet or the market or Bitcoin in general. So this is a good thing, man. I think this is good. But JCB Morgan's seeing it as a good thing. Yeah. And then, I mean, geez, think about it. We go to 100,000, they're going to be 20, 30 billion in the positive again. Like I said, I'm a fan of Michael Saylor. I mean, he was voracious, maybe got a little greedy. I said, it's like we used to do. We'd go get a $100 car, $200 car from the junkyard, get it running, and we'd strap a stage 1 or stage 2 nitrous, go out and race people, hustle money, and they wouldn't know. They knew we had nitrous, but they could never prove it. We'd just sit on the back seat, run the lines under the car, and no one could ever figure it out. But they knew what we were doing. But, eventually would just blow the freaking pistons out the top of the engine because it wasn't made for it. So he's running on he's running on full speed there. So this might be a good thing. They see it. JP Morgan sees it as bullish for Bitcoin and probably strategy. So I think what he did is working. Now he's just got to wait for Bitcoin to come by. He probably shouldn't be buying, but our biggest buyer's gone and we're still hanging in there. So other people step up. This is the hyper liquid. A big what happened with hype is, if we look back here at the a big wallet that is commonly associated with Andreessen Horowitz sold. So yeah, down. I guess we already talked about that too. I already showed you that chart. So this is from David Gockstein. So people sold their Solana memes to chase memes on Robinhood. Now they're selling those at a loss to chase memes on Base. We haven't even entered the bull market, you know? So yeah, this hype, man, the hype train can be very, very short-lived. Don't, not that there's probably not opportunity over on Robinhood and continue to be, but it's just early. That's all I've been saying. And then we're in a bull market. Even what TBB's doing, the Bitcoin bull, it's not a great market. We got liquidity sucked over to Robinhood. We have some stuff happening. So TBB's probably the only reason we're down is because the market's down, and we're not really down. We're just kind of in that range. 14 new crypto firms added to the MiCA registry. Now a total of 294. Binance not one of them. Tether not one of them. Very notable. Two of the biggest companies or protocols in all of crypto are not playing the game. Trump had a speech last night. Basically said, call your senator, get him to push the Save America Act. Probably, I don't remember him talking about the Clarity Act, but he said, I talked about the fraud, blaming China, saying how easy it is to hack the machines. Said, I don't think ABC and NBC, even a couple of big networks, didn't even air it. He said they're the fake news and enemy of the people. And so nothing like life changing. Hey, Coach Master in California. Oh, and yeah, Coach Master and Scott coming at me. Scott, by the way, helps me usually co-host my GM Bitcoin morning show coming up at the top of the hour. Yeah, the House is holding a Clarity Act today, holding a meeting, and people are saying $1 trillion or $2 trillion comes, and then Trump met with the senators yesterday. The sticking point seems to be with the ethics. They don't like the senators on the Democrat side. They want like Trump to divest all of his crypto, but the way a president does it anyway, I don't think he has. I think there's a standard protocol. Even his stocks and stuff, he can't control it when it's in there. But they're not happy about Trump making money on the Trump coin and stuff like that, which is a little bit interesting to say the least. But listen, odds aren't looking good for it to pass on the polar markets, right? Less than 50. Clarity Act. Okay, I don't know which one this is. Poly markets. One is at 40, one's at 35. Kalshi, I think maybe Poly markets at 40 and Kalshi's at 35. So the odds aren't looking good. Doesn't mean it couldn't happen. I keep thinking it's going to happen because it's so important for the Treasury bill and stuff. I mean, I think what Trump should do is just nuke the filibuster and get the Clarity Act and get the Voting Safety Act done. Otherwise, no one's going to trust the elections. There's fraud. I don't care if it's enough to affect the elections or not. People have to have faith in those systems. And we know there's fraud that goes on, right? I'm not going to say whether it's enough to affect elections or not. I don't know. But it's there. And if people don't have faith in it, then they don't believe. You got, a lot of these systems of government are based on belief and faith. And whatever. If you don't believe that the right people are getting on, you can't support it. So whether you like Trump or hate him, do you believe that he was duly elected? Whether you liked Biden or not, did you think he was, you have to just accept it and join and accept it for what it is if you believe in it. But when you don't believe in it, it's bad for the country. And that's where you have this division, civil war, all this stuff. So anyway, I think he should nuke the filibuster because I guarantee the Democrats will do it the second they're in power. And that just makes it so you need a simple majority. You don't need 60 votes. It's stupid. They don't even make you filibuster anymore. It's a bullshit law anyway. You used to have to stand up there and talk. You could push it back, but you couldn't just block bills without even showing up like you can now. I don't think it's I don't mind the filibuster, but everybody else better be up there. It's a way to get attention to when you're in the minority, but the way it is now, it's a freaking joke. But anyway, I guarantee the Democrats, I'd bet $1 million the Democrats will nuke it the second they get control, if they ever do, because they're such wackos these days. Okay, Iran, obviously, we saw oil up 3.33% today, well over $80, and it's because of this. You have a lot more huge ballistic missiles and drones heading yesterday over and took out a desalination plant and a power plant. And so now, of course, Trump's back to threatening their bridges, their power plants, and their infrastructure. And when you hit these desalination plants, that's life or death over there. And those are not easy to rebuild. So that's like instant death if you can't have water over there. So this is escalating, thus the high gas and the shitty markets. We don't know. We don't have much word out of there. We don't believe it if we did. But what we know is gas price up like 2.5% yesterday, 3.5% today. Poly market traders assign a 95.7% probability Fed will leave range unchanged in its July meeting. Yeah, I think we know that. Nothing burger, but good to see the poly markets there. Makes you feel better about it. Apple briefly overtook NVIDIA to become the world's largest company by market cap, that is. Japan market, here it is. Plunged 4% yesterday and 10% from their all-time high. Korea and Taiwan, China, all down massively. Hong Kong. But we got war, we got uncertainty, we got AI stuff. Housing starts 1.427 million, expected 1.37 million, last year 1.19 million. So housing starts are up. That's people building houses. However, permits 1.367, expected 1.4, last year 1.41. So more houses got started, but the permits are lagging and less. So we beat on expectations on houses getting started, but yeah, bottom line is the housing market in the U.S. is shit. It is what it is. Okay, let's wrap things up. Like I said, I just don't think we can have a bunch of hope unless something changes on the Clarity Act. We get good news there, and I think that's the difference between the bottom being in and us going down to 50s or 40s that everyone's calling for, to be honest with you. But just refresh it, take a look. Looks like you guys gotten worse since we opened the show. But it is what it is, right? It's one of those weekends, hit the lake, hit the golf course, hit the mall, whatever you want to do. Watch some World Cup. This is our last chance. Netflix said a lot of their reason they were down is because a lot of eyes got taken looking at the World Cup. Also, more people watching TikTok and YouTube videos. Yeah, I know. There we are. NASDAQ 1.83. It's about the same. Oil 80.93, pushing that 3.39%. Yeah, not good. Cash cat, which really looks like just a crying cat meme reworked. 54 million. Yeah, it's sucking. I don't know if it's going to bounce. I don't know. I'm not over there, but it's a new area that I don't know. Ansem 179. I'm not buying it, but I wouldn't mind Ansem ripping. But of course, more important to me would be a TBB here ripping. Let's see where it's at. 8.4. Yeah, down a little since you've been talking, down 3% for the hour. And let's take a look at Bitcoin. I think the key factor. Like I said, I think it's just one of those survive the weekend, see what happens next week. As long as we're over the 200-week moving average, I feel good. I think this Clarity Act is going to be what makes or breaks. We really don't think it's going to, clear. I think we see lower. I think we go down into the 50s, 40s, maybe Bitcoin. If not, I think maybe we've seen the bottom. If it passes, I think we see the bottom. We've seen the bottom. But we never know. We're just doing our best to interpret it here. But appreciate everyone listening live. Bitcoin 62,817. Let me let that see if it refreshes at all. Yeah, so we're still not back over 63. If we could hold 63, 64, I'm a lot happier with that. If we can hold 62, I'm at least feel like we're on that. We're like that little cat hanging on with put a little kitten on a stick. You'll just kind of hang there. That's what you've seen those memes. That's what it reminds me of. But man, I'm going to be out there having fun, memeing. Glad we have this TBB thing to kind of make a little money and have a little bit of fun here. I don't know, but yeah, other than that, the market's a little bit crap. Got to get this war escalation settled in. Got to get these bills passed, and we're in the depths of summer, man. Hot days, dog days of summer. Mid-July, man. I don't know. We've got a big in Utah. The day the Pioneers came into Utah was the 24th of July. So huge party week for Utah. The biggest celebration of the year coming up next week in Utah. Parades, rodeos, carnivals, the whole 9 yards. So that's Pioneer Day here in 1847. So big rodeo, big parades, and all throughout Utah. A couple major PBR rodeos and stuff. So I'll be watching a little bull riding, which goes right hand in hand with the Bitcoin bull, man. Other than that, I'm going to be shit posting, bull posting, having some fun, and just buying time, man. But appreciate everyone joining me. Join me right now in a couple of minutes on the GM Bitcoin Morning Show, and we'll to hack this out. We'll have Scott probably and a few other people. We'll talk about it, and we'll break it down, man. Appreciate you guys joining me. Have a great weekend. We'll see everyone on Monday. But get out and enjoy your weekend, man.